So, good evening, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to join today's interview session. My name is Vannie, and I'll be hosting this intercultural communication interview session project. Okay, so let me start by introducing everyone. Along with me today, we have Ikal.
Hello, Mr.
Hello,
Erkann.
Ika. Hello, Ika.
Celine,
Hello, sir.
Glorya,
Hi, Stefani.
and also Diva,
Hello, Mr. Erkann.
who will also be
Hello,
assisting
thank
in
you.
today's session. Yeah. And also we are honored to have Mr. Erkann, who is from Turkey. It's very far from here. And will share his few insights of family values, religion, and personal achievements. So before we start, please be informed that this interview session will be recorded as part of the documentation process. And we appreciate your time and openness to share your thoughts. Now, let's begin with a few questions to help us learn more about you.
My name is Erkann. I am actually 41 years old from Turkey and I am a tourist guide. I sometimes guide from tourists from Indonesia also. Yeah, I just finished the tour yesterday. The group from Indonesia, 25 people, half of them was Muslim, half of them was Chinese. So I'm taking 20 tours like this, so I meet a lot of people from Asia. And I will try to introduce my country, my culture, everything about history to them. And it's nice you, Vannie, choose me for this meeting. I'm glad I will be helpful. We will see.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Erkann. Well,
Sama-sama.
Sama-sama. For the next question will be asked by my college, starting from Ikal.
Okay.
Mr. Erkann, I want to ask you
Yes,
about,
sir.
in your opinion, what is the most important value taught in your family?
In our family, in Turkey generally, we respect elder people, but in my family, what I learned from my father, I try to put in my process in my family also, because I have a very young kid, 7 years old. I don't want him to sit, putting his leg on top of each other. Let me show you like that. In Turkey, it's not good. If you sit like this in family, in the living room, when you are together with them, it is not nice. And when you meet very elder people, like aunties, uncles in your family, when you visit their houses, we need to kiss their hand like this. This is their hand. We kiss it and then put on our head. This is a Turkish culture and it is actually showing respect. Okay, when the people getting older, they always need support from the youngers in the family. So we try to continue and I try to teach it to my kid.
Next question.
Okay.
Is this value specific to your family, or is it something commonly practiced in other family in your country?
Yeah, it's common in other families also. Many families, some of them are more strict, more hard rules. In our family, it's not that hard, but for example, some families you cannot talk if they don't let you to talk when you are younger. You need to always ask permission from your father or your grandfather. But in my family, it's just behavior. You need to look and sit, behave respectfully to them. That's it.
Okay. Next question. Celline.
Okay.
Okay, hi, sir. I would like
Hello.
to ask a big question for you. Are there any other customs that you think reflect the values commonly held by people in your country?
There are actually customs in Turkey related with religion, Islam, but some of them people are getting actually far from them or far from these cultures. But wedding cultures are still in a practice in Turkey. For example, when you want to get married, your parents need to visit the other parents with some chocolate and drinking Turkish coffee. And when it is the wedding day, You need to get the girl from the house with the music, with the permission of the father, and they are putting henna in their hands. These are typical Turkish cultures, okay? But we are losing a lot of things, let's say Eid Mubarak, Kurban, this kind of religious holidays. People always go to their elder relatives to visit them before. But now people go to hotel. They go to beach. They go to summer holiday instead of visiting their elders or parents. So this culture actually in Turkey is getting smaller, smaller, smaller every year.
That's interesting. And how or in what ways are these customs passed down to the next generation?
Next generation is, of course, a reflection of their parents. When the parents stopping those cultures, the young generations have no idea about these cultures. So I think actually the next generations will be just hear about the cultures, but we will not be practicing. They will not be practicing those cultures. For example, when you visit the house as a couple, I mean, for before the wedding, people used to put salt into Turkish coffee to make the message go to the right person. This salt in the coffee is a message that I don't like you, I don't want to marry you because it's arranged marriage. But today, young generation, they just put salt to coffee for fun, for Instagram photo, Instagram video. So this kind of cultures, old cultures, young generation is making fun. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir, for sharing it.
You're welcome.
It's fascinating to hear that.
Hello, Mister. Do you
Hello,
identify?
Nurdifani.
Do you identify yourself as a religious person?
I am not very religious, to be honest, as because my family is not religious, and our country, Turkiye, maybe it's a Muslim country. 97% is Muslim, but secular country. People, when you ask them, they say, yeah, Alhamdulillah, I'm Muslim. But when practicing, go to mosque, pray at home, you call it salat. Tidak ada salat in Turkey. Nobody is praying. Half of the community, half of the Muslims are good Muslim. They go pray and they read Quran. Half of them, they don't. But they still call themselves, like me, Muslim. We only follow the first rule in Islam. Pray, believe in Allah. The other rules, people are very busy. You know what I mean, I think, yeah? Similar to big cities,
What are your views on God?
My thinkings about God. Oh, this is really private thoughts, huh? Of course, in my opinion, there is a creator, but some ways I don't believe he writes so many rules which sometimes doesn't make sense. For example, why he will tell us not to eat this, not to drink this, and this kind of things I don't find logical, and it's very old, 7th century. The regulations written on some books doesn't match today's world. But I believe this is unique system has got a creator. So when I start to think about the creator, I feel peaceful. So in this way, I call myself a bit religious. I like the feeling which is giving me the peace. But the other things like salat, not to drink alcohol, this doesn't match to me.
How about the context in your country? In your opinion, does the society in your culture prioritize religious value? If yes, why? If not, why?
I would say it's 50%. 50% is religious and their life is demanding on the Islamic rules. The other 50% is not putting priority to religion in Turkey. People are busy to earn their life, making money. In this case, they are trying to be honest and not cheating each other. But some cases, they look like religious, but they are doing the bad things. So I would say half-half. 50% is very religious and good Muslims. The other 50%, maybe they are good people, but they are not religious. Same like me.
Oh. Okay, thank you, Mr. Erkann, for the sharing.
You are welcome.
Okay, next question. Good to see you, Mr. Erkann. This will be last question.
Okay.
In your daily activities, do you feel that your achievements are influenced by that works in your life, or do you believe that your accomplishments are solely the result of your own effort and hard work, and why?
I think it's all about myself. I don't believe this kind of destiny, God is blessing me, because I'm not that religious. Even for the mistakes, it's my fault. It's not someone punishing me. So I think, everything we do, success, failure, achievements, is our hard working, okay? And our decisions. I don't think it's related with the God.
Okay. It's always inspiring to hear different views on the balance between the divine influence and human effort. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mr. Erkann.
Sama-sama.
Sama-sama again. Perhaps we can talk in Indonesian.
Nggak tahu Indonesia, bahasa Indonesia. Difficult.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Erkann, for sharing. We have heard some of
Thank
the
you.
insights from you, but personally, I really thought that you're a good person because I know you before in Turkey.
Thank you so
I know
much.
you in Turkey. You're my tour guide before. And also you have a great worldview, especially about your country. So
Thank you.
before we close, is there anything else you would like to add or any final thoughts you'd like to share?
No, I don't have. Thank you.
Okay.
Mhm.
So if no, that means it's the end of today's interview. On behalf of everyone, I want to sincerely thank you, Mr. Erkann, for sharing your time,
You're welcome.
experiences, and insights with us. Your contribution is highly valuable to this project. Thank you
Yeah,
once
okay.
again.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Okay, and we wish
Have a good
you
day. Have a good day. I wish you all
Bye
success.
bye.
Bye bye.